good timers. We are out of retirement for the winter. Spring is upon us, which means you're going to get some good timer vlogs finally. And we're starting off today in the Starbucks parking lot, enjoying a pup cup here with Snowden, obviously. But we are on our way to Belfast, Maine. It's right along the coast, about an hour drive from our house, so not too far. The weather looks a little iffy today. It's a little overcast and cloudy, but hopefully the sun will clear up just in time. We're going to be exploring a few things here in Belfast, telling you some of our top picks of things to do while you're there. So come along and join us for another Good Times adventure here in Belfast, Maine.
Morning, and it woke me from a dream, and in that dream I heard a warning saying leave the rest, take only what you need. So keep on singing to those who listen.
Good timers, as you can see, we have now arrived here in Belfast. Now, Belfast is a small fishing village here along the mid-coast of Maine. It was actually incorporated back in 1770 by a group from actually Londonderry, New Hampshire. So, yeah, a bunch of people from New Hampshire came and settled the town of Belfast. They actually moved out during the Revolutionary War because they were afraid the British were going to attack them, but then they reincorporated it late in the 1700s. So, a little bit of quick history there about the town of Belfast. Today we're going to show you around a little bit, show you some of our top things to do here in Belfast. It's kind of quiet this time of year, but picks up during the summertime. They actually have small cruise ships that come into this harbor as well. They did take on some damage here in the storms back in December here that we had in Maine, so there's a little bit of repairs going on in various spots. Also quite a bit of field trips going on today. Some of the kids taking field trips from school, but a little bit cloudy here. Hopefully it clears off a little bit for us, but let's go explore the town. Alright guys, so before you do anything here in Belfast, you want to hit the public restrooms, and they're actually very easy. They're right here on the waterfront. This is a good place to park as well. And the restrooms are right up the stairs here. And they're actually one of the cleaner public restrooms. So I would highly suggest using these before you start your day. So how's the walking going so far with the dog, huh?
It's going great.
Yeah. Belfast is a nice walking town, guys. You can pretty much get to everywhere by just walking. Might take you a little extra time if you have a dog with you. It likes to smell everything. Right now he's smelling the cannabis store. Nothing like some fresh weed to really entice the dog. And they do have some restaurants down here, guys. We've got the Marshall Wharf Brewing Company for some craft beers. And right in front of us, we've got the Harborwalk restaurant. Simone and I have actually eaten here before in the past. It's very good. We ate here actually about the same time last year, late spring. They do have outdoor seating. They have this little cool area here. Just some fun outdoor dining right among the lobster traps. And they have the outdoor street side dining here, which is where we've eaten before. So very good food right here. So there are two major trails here in Belfast. You got the Harborwalk trail and then the rail trail once we get there. Right now we're going to be on the Harborwalk trail for a second. It's going to connect up with the rail trail. And as you can see, there's lots of people walk along these trails, walk their dogs, not just us, but others as well. My dog is racing back and forth. He's got lots of energy this morning. They do store lots of boats here during the winter months. This whale watch boat right in front of us here is actually from Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Any day now they'll be taking these boats back out to the ocean into their destinations, because whale watches and all that stuff will be starting up very soon. They also do have some boats here from Bar Harbor that they store here for the winter time too. It looks like those are actually gone right now. So yes, you'll see lots of dogs walking, bicycles riding, people walking along this little stretch. Okay guys, so we have reached the beginning of the Belfast Rail Trail, and this is the Passagassawakig River. So say that 3 times fast. Can't even say it once. But yeah, Passagassawakig. Obviously from an Indian tribe, and it's the Penobscot Indians that used to paddle and fish along this river. And of course this river here leads out to that ocean right there. Alright, so we are going to go along the rail trail. Now it's called the rail trail because this is where the railroad used to be. So underneath the pavement and the walking ways are the railroad tracks. This is about a 2.5 mile trail, guys. Brings you right along the stream, or river I should say. Great place once again to walk the dogs, or to have the dog walk you in our case. And yeah, about 2.5 miles total. It's going to end actually at the Belfast and Moosehead Railroad, which is still in use. They use it for scenic trail rides now, so we'll show you that once we get there. Okay guys, we've come to our first stop here along the rail trail, and this is the upper bridge. So if you look at the picture closely here, you'll see where their horses are pulling a wagon across this upper bridge. The clusters of building across the way still looks pretty much the same as it did back then in the 1800s when that picture was taken. But you can see the remains of the bridge right here. And if you can focus in a little bit, you'll see the other side of the bridge on the other side. So used to be a bridge here way back when in the 1800s. So that's the good thing about the rail trail, guys, is there's a few spots to stop along the way and take a little break. They do got some benches set up in various spots, but they also got a couple of monuments and plaques that tell you about stuff along the way as well, so you can stop and read and relax for a little bit. See why it's called the rail trail, because it's going to bring you right out here to the railroad. This is the Belfast Maine Moosehead Railroad, and we'll tell you a little bit of history about that as soon as we get a little closer. But yes, this is one of our other top things to do here in Belfast, is checking out the railroad. All right, guys, chartered in 1867 and completed in 1870, the Belfast Moosehead Lake Railroad track is 33 miles in total, so it's just a short rail. It'll take you from the Belfast to Moosehead Lake Railroad here to the Maine Central Railroad, which is down near Unity, which is about probably a half an hour drive by car from here. And it was decommissioned in 1989. Since then, it's been doing basically just scenic bus rides, no, scenic train rides, I should say, mostly on the weekends, and you have to book that in advance, but it'll take you the whole 33 miles of track, so you can see what they used to see back when it was a working railroad. Heading back towards Belfast now, back on the rail trail. Just a quick one more quick thing, and if you don't want to walk all the way to the railroad here, you guys can drive as well. There's parking out there, and they do have a outhouse to use if you want before you get on the train, but definitely don't have to walk the entire 2 miles from in town Belfast to get out here. You can certainly do the drive in a lot less time and a lot less energy, I should say. So yeah, we're heading back into town. All right, guys, so the other trail here is the Harborwalk, which I talked about a little bit earlier, but basically it starts at one end of the harbor and goes all the way to the other end. It's an easy walking path, mostly either boards or pavement or cement, so easy on the feet, easy to find. It actually goes all the way across to the other side of the harbor, so that's where it starts, or ends, depending on what direction you're going in, I suppose. And then it goes all the way to the other side, so we'll check it out here. While on the Harborwalk, guys, make sure you stop and take a look around you. It's obviously a working harbor here, so there's all kinds of stuff that's going on most of the time. Of course, I say that right now, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on, but It's always nice to sit down and smell that fresh ocean air. At low tide, it's maybe not so fresh, but it's another story. Down here, we got a nice little office houseboat kind of thing. I always look at that and think that'd be fun to live in. I don't know if actually anybody does live in there, if it's just an office space, but either way, pretty cool. And I'd love to see him putting a ship into the water with this thing here. Never been able to catch it at the right time, but it would be fun to see. So yeah, definitely while on the Harborwalk, take time to explore a little bit. Still on the Harborwalk, passing by the Marshall Wharf Brewing Company. They're open at 2 p.m. in the afternoon for brews and food. But one of our favorite places to stop here in Belfast is the Mild Cow Creamery. Wild Cow Creamery. That's what I meant to say.
You said mild.
I did say mild. Hasn't been mild before. They have some really good ice creams in here, and they usually do have outdoor seating, but it's not apparently open yet. But the creamery is, so we are going to have a little ice cream along the water. One of our favorite things to do here in Belfast. All right, guys, I found a nice little waterfront seating here at a picnic table. And I've got almond toffee crunch here because I can't do peanut butter, so we got almond instead. Let's see how this tastes. Very good. Very caramelly, nice and creamy and smooth. They do their own ice cream here, guys, so it's not any of that store-bought stuff. They make it right here. You can definitely tell the difference in homemade churned ice cream. Much creamier. Very good. Let's see what Pickles got over here.
I got 2 different flavors, but I can't get to the other one. It's down there. What the heck was it called? Fly nutter?
Something with peanut butter.
This one's got peanut butter ice cream and vanilla cookies. Very good.
Looks a lot like mine.
It
Except
does.
mine's almonds, thankfully. At least it better be. I'm going to find out in about 20 minutes if it's not.
Those are definitely almonds. This has got peanut butter and then little vanilla cookies. Definitely has a good cream base.
Yep. Hits the spot. After walking 4 miles so far today.
Something like that. 5 miles probably in total.
It's known as crashed beside us here at the picnic table. Is currently sleeping. She made her way to the carrot cake ice cream now. What do you think about the carrot cake flavor?
Very good. A hint of cream cheese kind of frosting taste.
I don't know if you noticed beside you, but somebody else wanted a hint of it as well.
You want a hint?
Oh, look, he's even sitting down.
Oh, well, you're not going to eat off my spoon because that's just weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Okay. Wait. I'm gonna drop a little bit right there. There you go. Make sure you lick it off the bench good.
Well, there we go, guys. Simone approves, I
And
approve,
Snowden approves.
and most importantly, Snowden approves. Another fun thing to do, guys, if you're into that kind of thing, is the farmers market here in Belfast. And it actually is quite large every Saturday from 9 to 2. It's right here in this big building here, so as you can see, a pretty big market. They've got lots of local stuff, including some snacks and food for you, live music as well. So, United Farmers Market of Maine right here in Belfast.
You want to get on the swings?
And look at all these swings that you can relax on
These are new.
during your walk on the harbor here.
You want to get on the swing?
I don't think he's going to get on the
Get
swing.
on the swing? Come on. Want to get up?
All right, guys. Here's one of the meeting houses here in Belfast. Right now it's under construction because it did take on some damage during that December storm. In the past, we've seen weddings happen here, and actually COVID testing, actually, the last time we were here a year or so ago, was being done in this building. But right beside it is the beach, and it's one of our favorite things to do is to walk along the beach.
young, and we didn't wanna be exposed. Even though it was cold, we were never wearing proper clothes. Always trying to be cool, trying to be those bad guys, smoking cigarettes behind the school. Always trying to be cool, trying to be those bad guys, you know. I still think about what we had when we were younger. We were never running out of time. As long as we had each other, oh, everything was black and white. Driving in a car, never knowing how far we go. When we were younger, oh, when we were younger. I remember a girl, I would sneak into her parents' house. I could stay for hours, and we looked into each other's eyes. Hey, I thought I was Romeo, I was looking for my Juliet. And as soon as I left, I told my friends. Those days made me who I am. When we were younger, we were never running out of time. As long as we had each other, oh, everything was black and white. Driving in a car, never knowing how far we go. When we were younger, oh, when we were younger.
Guys, our final stop and go-to place here in Belfast is Perry's Nut House, and it very much is just what you think it is. It's a big candy store. It's got some toys and stuff in there as well, so we'll show you around. It's actually a National Historic Landmark. It's been here since 1926, so lots of fudge, lots of nuts, and I think it's some good stuff. Let's go check it out. So there's a story behind these boxing bears here, guys. Back in 1926, these bears were originally part of Perry's Nut House. And then they disappeared for a while. Somebody had bought them at auction. And then about a year ago, that person decided to return them to Perry's Nut House because they are now building a museum here at Perry's Nut House. So a lot of this stuff is going to be going into the museums. So that's a pretty cool story. All right, guys, well, that just about wraps up our day here in Belfast. Perry's Nut House is definitely an interesting place with all kinds of goodies. You could definitely spend probably an hour in there just looking at everything. So it'll be cool to see the museum open eventually, too, that they're building in there. So that'll be neat. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed everything. Our walks along the 2 different trails, the great harbor here in Belfast. Plenty to do in the summertime. Lots of window shopping you can do as well. So until next time, guys, we'll see you then. And I just screwed up our
I know, like,
wow.
you said till next time.
All right, let's try that.
Have a good time.
Let's try that again. Until next time, guys.
Have a good time.
Have a good time. We'll see you.
Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes. Do you know how much I love you, wanna see you smile? Where's that happy girl that I know with a heart on fire? I'll do anything to make it fine, but I can tell that you have something on your mind right now. But I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow.